Welcome to McDonald County Mustang Baseball live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the McDonald County and KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the McDonald County Mustangs. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And we welcome you to McDonald County, Missouri, getting set for a Big 8 matchup. The Cassville Wildcats make the trip down to Anderson on a very gloomy day, especially in this area. Anderson, Granby, Goodman, all those little towns got a little damage today from a little tornado. So we pray and hope that nobody was injured and that everything can be back and fixed brand new. Like we said, getting set for a Big 8 matchup. Cassville Wildcats take on the McDonald County Mustangs. Cassville comes in with a record of 5-8-1. And yes, that one tie was to East Newton, who obviously, like we know, had a tie earlier in the year. Mustangs come in 2-15, 16, I believe, on the season. Obviously, their 2 wins of the year coming last week, so the Mustangs playing some of their best ball of the season right now against the relatively hot Cassville team, one that's coming off of a win. So both teams looking to stay in the win column. Mustangs last time out defeated Carthage last Friday by a final score of 14-10. So the offense and the Mustangs looking to stay hot. We'll be back with more in the starting lineups right here on the KNEO McDonald County Sports Network.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang Sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
Hinson Electric, a family-owned and operated business, is proud to support the McDonald County Mustangs. Hinson Electric has the experience needed to get the job done right the first time. They offer 24-hour emergency service and can take care of all your electrical jobs, including commercial, industrial, and residential electric wiring and maintenance. Call Hinson Electric today at 417-223-4507 for your free estimate. Go Mustangs!
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Back here in Anderson, Missouri, Zach Bertrand alongside
Eric Gam.
And Eric, like I was saying before you got here, the Mustangs coming off their best week of the season, obviously 2-2. The Wildcats come in 5-8-1, and yes, that one tie was to East Newton earlier in the season. That's awesome. We finally do get a Cassville lineup. Like we said, Mustangs offense kind of looking the hottest they've looked all year, Eric.
Yeah, they put up 10 runs in I believe it was the 5th inning against Carthage. And, some of those were self-inflicted wounds against committed by Carthage, but also several big hits there. I know Bateman had a bases clearing double, and then Noah McDonald had a pretty solid base hit back to left field that kind of kept the rally going. So some production up and down the lineup last week, and they'll look to continue that tonight.
I think that's what the Mustangs will need against a very good Cassville team. And going up against the Cassville lineup tonight will be Mr. Hayden Lett, who his last time out on this mound here in McDonald County went 5 2/3, had 5 strikeouts and 2 walks, and only gave up, I believe it was like 4 runs, maybe 5 runs. Only gave up 4 and led the Mustangs to their first win of the season. And then after that, Friday, obviously at Carthage, win 14-10. So it looks like the exchanges of the lineups and lineups for the umpires. So coaches will step away. We'll get starting lineups and the national anthem out the way. So we'll be back with starting lineups and first pitch right here on the KNEO McDonald County Sports Network.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. and it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
A backer of McDonald County Sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
Cooper Gear and Manufacturing is a sponsor of KNEO and the McDonald County Sports Network. They are a machine shop that cares for the McDonald County community and the McDonald County school system. That's why they're partners with the school system to offer an apprenticeship program to help young people get a quick start in the machining trade. For more information, call Cooper Gear and Manufacturing at 417-845-7433. Cooper Gear and Manufacturing, taking your ideas and making them reality.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang Sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Back here in Anderson getting set for the first pitch. Going to go over the lineups. Eric, if you want to go over Cassville's for us.
Yeah, batting first, playing right field, Easton Hughes. Batting second, playing designated hitter is Carlos Barrientos. At catcher, batting third, Simon Gates. Out in center field, Bodie Rose batting fourth. Colton Roark batting fifth, playing third base. Mason Bryan, shortstop, batting sixth. Miller Reed at second base, batting seventh. Chase Ruark batting eighth and playing first base. Batting ninth and playing left field, Baxton Cornell. And out on the mound is number 18, Austin Meltebarger. It's an interesting name there, Meltebarger.
Mustangs lineup looks a little different today. Axton Bateman in playing center field, obviously with Hayden Lett on the mound and batting first. Chayton Banta batting second, playing his usual spot at third base. Hayden Lett obviously on the mound, batting third. Callan Goswick playing shortstop today with Persim Sosi out of the lineup and batting fourth. Noah McDonald in right field, batting fifth. Tim Pagel in left field, batting sixth. Connor Gill batting seventh, playing third base. Caden Most batting eighth and DHing. And then Brody Ressler batting ninth and catching, with Jet Akins playing second base and being DH'd for. Mustangs Wildcats.
Zach, did you guys survive the storm up there in Neosho that went through?
We did. I was at work this morning about 8:30 when it rolled through, kind of right over the top of Walmart. And then luckily it was kind of further out of town than everybody expected it to be. So
That's good. I was asleep.
Yeah.
I slept right through it all.
I wish I could have been.
But then woke up and did not have any internet, so I waited till 10:30 when they said that it would be restored, and it wasn't. And so then I had to go down to the office.
Sounds like a fun day.
Oh, yes, so fun.
Easton Hughes, the first batter, ahead 1-0 against Hayden Lett, takes ball 2 up high. Two-0 pitch on the way, fouled off for strike 1. Still kind of gloomy off in the distance. You know, honestly, though,
Feels pretty nice.
prefer this over the sun beating down right on us.
Yeah.
2-1 count on the way from Lett. Strike 2. Good pitch from Lett there to get back in the count. 2-2 count. Easton Hughes, the right fielder, up to bat. 2-2 on the way, up high and outside for ball 3.
It's kind of been a pretty mild start to the spring/summer, temperature-wise.
That one fouled straight back at us. So the payoff pitch on the way one more time.
Usually we're sweating and dying here.
Yeah, I'm wearing a little pullover. Granted, not the right team. Should be sporting this down here, but... And Lett comes back and gets the strikeout. His first of the day against Easton Hughes.
We're going to have to get you
I know.
We need to see if we can get a McDonald County pullover like that.
I keep telling Bo. I told Bo I want to pull over. So, yes, for those of you listening at home, I do have my Neo Show baseball pullover on. All my other jackets were dirty, okay? Ground ball hit straight to Banta. Throw over for out number 2. That was Carlos Barrientos up to bat. Grounds out to Chayton Banta for out number 2.
And first pitch, one ground out.
That's got to feel good for Lett after going through that battle with Hughes. Then gets a one-pitch ground out against Barrientos. That'll bring up Simon Gates, the catcher for the Cassville Wildcats.
You know,
good pitch to get ahead from Lett.
That's kind of a big deal with in high school because you have a pitch limit. So if you can get as many of those one-pitch, one-outs as you can, then you'll take that every day and twice on Sunday.
0-1 up high for ball 1.
Did you do anything for the weekend?
You know, I really don't remember. I've slept since then. And that pitch nasty for strike 2, kind of broke in there at the last second.
I took Friday and Monday off, and I did not do a darn thing.
I worked all weekend. That's what I did. Another good battle.
This is also, in case you didn't mention, I don't know if you did or not, but it's also senior night for the Mustangs.
Another ground ball. Banta charging. He's got to make the play. Going to be a tough throw, and makes the play for out number 3. Good inning from Hayden Lett. Good inning from Chayton Banta as he records 2 outs. Letts gets a strikeout and looks good on the 2 ground outs.
And you know, also those 2 plays, big stretch plays there by Connor Gill to get back, in there.
Connor Gill as well. Good job getting out there, getting to the ball. Especially on that last one there. It was going to be a bang-bang play, and he went out and got it. So nothing doing at the top of the first for the Wildcats. Headed to the bottom of the first. Mustangs up the bat right here on the KNEO McDonald County Sports Network.
A lot has changed in banking and finance since 1997, but at First Community Bank, our focus remains the same. Community. We believe that every business needs a good partner, and for more than 25 years, we've been that partner. We've built personal, long-lasting relationships. We've earned your trust. We have experience that you can count on. We care, and it shows. We look forward to many more years of being your trusted partner. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Cooper Gear and Manufacturing is a sponsor of KNEO and the McDonald County Sports Network. They are a machine shop that cares for the McDonald County community and the McDonald County school system. That's why they're partners with the school system to offer an apprenticeship program to help young people get a quick start in the machining trade. For more information, call Cooper Gear and Manufacturing at 417-845-7433. Cooper Gear and Manufacturing, taking your ideas and making them reality.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Back here in McDonald County, Axton Bateman, the batter, behind 0-1 as he hits a fly ball straight up in the air. Shortstop ranges over and makes the play for out number 1. Jayton Banta, the next batter up. Jayton Banta moves up to the 2 spot today after batting in the 4-hole all year, with Person being out and some changes made around the lineup. Jayton finds himself in the 2-hole right behind Axton Bateman as he takes the first pitch for strike 1.
So far, the Cassville pitcher hasn't really blown anybody away. He's kind of just getting it up there.
Banta fouls that one straight back for strike 2. Was on it. Just a little bit underneath it.
Now I say that because it's easier to see it from here.
Yeah.
But when you're out in the batter's box, it's a little bit harder to see.
0-2 count on the way. And the outside breaking ball for strike 3. Austin Meadowbarger records his first strikeout of the day. So bring up the pitcher for the Mustangs today, Hayden Lett. Lett, fly ball down the left field line, kind of down in that Bermuda Triangle. Shortstop calls him off. Good play by the Cassville defense and the shortstop of knowing either I've got to call this ball or get out of the way, which he does, and makes the play for out number 3. So nothing doing in the bottom of the first for the Mustangs. Headed to the top of the second right here on the KNEO McDonald County Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience.
And we're back here in McDonald County. 0-0 tie right now for Mustangs and the Wildcats. First pitch taken by Rose is a ball. Both pitchers had a 1-2-3 inning. That pitch is high and outside for ball 2. That one's lined into right field, and it's going to get down for a leadoff base hit for Rose. Now up here is Roark. That one's lifted high and deep, and it's going, and it is gone. And Roark with a 2-run home run here for the Wildcats. He got all of that one.
That ball was hit hard.
Yep.
Right back up the middle, too.
But if you're Hayden now, just forget about it and move on to the next batter and get them out and get the offense going for yourself. That pitch is taken outside for ball 1. You don't usually see a lot of home runs that hit off of Hayden. That one's hit high and deep. And it's going, and it's gone. Back-to-back home runs here for Cassville Wildcats. Bryant now with a solo shot to left field. As I was saying, Hayden doesn't normally give up a whole lot of home runs, and they've hit 2 back-to-back. Now batting is Reed. He'll take strike 1.
Still nobody out.
Yep. That one's taken low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on, strike 2. A quick clean inning to start the game, and then a hit or 3 hits in a row for Cassville in this inning. That one's taken for outside ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to short second baseman. He's got it. He's gonna sling it and drops at first base, and Reed gets it with an error. That the error could have probably been given on anyone, really, because the throw really didn't make it to him, and he wasn't too far, but also it did hit him in the glove, so he probably needs to come up with that. Ruark here now takes the first pitch for ball. And you can't be giving up, giving away outs at 90 feet on an error, and now another 90 feet on the pass ball. This is kind of what we've seen out of the Mustangs. Yep. They have an inning that kind of just, the wheels go off the rail, and they need to collect themselves and get back in here. 2 balls, no strikes here for Ruark. He squares around to bunt, bunts it back to the pitcher. Has to wait for the second baseman. He'll get there in time for the out. And that sacrifice. Now Cornell batting with the runner on third. 1 down. That ball gets away, but not too well. It does get pretty far, but the runner on third hesitated. And once you hesitate, you can't make up for it.
I think he thought Birdie stopped it for a second and hesitated and then figured out, hey.
3 balls, no strikes. Or no.
1 ball.
Yeah, 1 ball, no strikes. 3 runs in the second inning here. That pitch is taken high for ball 2. That one's in there, strike 1. Hayden needs a non-productive out here. Ground ball right back up the middle, and it's going to get through the shortstop. Coming around to score is Reed. Cornell with a base hit up the middle. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Hughes with only 1 out. Throw over, nothing doing there. Cornell's back safely. That one's lifted out to right field. It's going, and it's going to get down and bounce off the wall. Throw comes into the cutoff man. He gets it back in time to prevent the runner from coming home. But that's another base hit for Cassville. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits here in 1 inning. 4 in a row before the sacrifice fly. Timeout. Mustangs coach is going to come out and talk to Hayden. Hayden's not. There's nothing Hayden can. They're just putting the ball in play.
Hitting the ball all over the place.
Yep.
Mustangs should honestly have 2 outs right now too.
Yep, absolutely. And 1 less run because that run came around to score.
Yeah, Hayden's making good pitches. They're just really getting the bat to the ball right now.
Yep. So there's man on second, man on third. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. 4 runs already in. And this is Barrientos. He lifts it high and out to the outfield. Ranging over is Axton Bateman with the center field catch. Then throw. Axton throws through to Brody. Brody trying to get the runner at third. Throws it into left field, allowing the trail runners to come around to score. So a couple of errors here for the Mustangs has allowed 6 runs to come across the board, and only 2 down here still, or now. Barrientos is, he's out. That one lifted high and deep to left field. Ranging over is Pagel. He's not going to get there. Here comes the play. No one covering second base to take the throw. And so another extra base hit there for Gates. And Cassville has batted around, and now up Rose, who started the inning with a base hit.
Number 2, Jaron Stearns, and at pinch runner for the Wildcats.
Ground ball to short. Ranging over, and that ball is going to go out of play, be thrown into the dugout, and another run is going to come around to score on the air, and sends Rose to second base. Kind of feel bad for Hayden out there.
Yeah, Hayden's making good pitches. The defense behind him.
He's just not making the plays. 7 runs have came across.
And it doesn't help that Cassville's spraying the ball all over the yard, too.
Yep. That pitch is taken for strike 1. Swung on strike 2. Hayden here now can get out of it with a strikeout here. And he does strike him out. But damage is done with 7 runs in the second inning here for the Cassville Wildcats. You're watching Mustang Baseball on the KNEO Mustang Sports Network. We'll be back.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
A backer of McDonald County Sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyrriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Now batting here for the Mustangs is Callan Goswick. Mustangs have some work to do here to get back into this game. You don't have to get all 7 now, but getting a couple would be a big deal. We know they can put up more than that. Saw that Carthage in one inning put up 10. They'll need another big spot like that tonight. First pitch taken for ball 1. That pitch is taken high for ball 2. And that's one way to do it, is take pitches and make the pitcher have to throw strikes. That one's outside for ball 3. 3 balls here for Goswick.
Take another one here from Callan.
Yep, take 2 of them, in fact. That one's going to drop in there for strike 1.
He was just trying to get a strike back there, just kind of lollygagged it up there.
Yeah, just kind of ballooned it I mean, it was kind of a hanging breaking ball, really.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, when you're down 7, you don't want to be swinging at stuff out of, or, without, having to swing. In that case, he takes ball 4. So Goswick on base now for McDonald.
No, McDonald's had a hot bat lately.
He has had some pretty big hits. A couple hits in the Aurora game and in the Carthage game. Swung on for strike one here in his first at bat today.
And he was kind of one of those ones that when Tim was pitching, he'd throw him out in right field, and he really wasn't getting many at-bats to start the year. Then one game, he kind of gave him some at-bats, and he went 2 for 3, 2 for 4, and has been in the lineup since.
There's the pitch. Grounded foul. Strike two. No, in an 0-2 hole here. Groswick on first base after the leadoff walk. That one's outside for ball one.
Cassville pitcher still kind of has the whole arsenal in his hands right now. Ahead 1-2.
It looks like whenever he gets a 2 strike count, he goes to the outside like breaking ball in a way to get you either chasing or get the call. At that time he didn't get the call, but then swung through on the next pitch for strike three. One down here in the Mustangs half of the second inning. Tim Pagel due up. That pitch is in there for strike one. That one bounces outside for ball one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on strike two. Tim out there reaching for that one. Tells you that he was way ahead and the ball was way low. Catcher was calling for that high pitch, trying to get Tim to swing at that one, but that one's too high.
Just a little too high.
Yeah, we've seen Tim fall victim to that high swing and strike, but that time it was just too high. Here's the 2-2. Lifted out of play and foul off to the right side. So what's a regulation game in high school with them only playing 7 innings? Is it still 5 or is it 3?
I think it's 5. I think for it to count as a real game, it's 5.
That one taking ball 3 high. Had an umpire's balk there, thought about it, and then like, no, that's too high. I think if Tim was a half an inch or inch taller, it probably would have been a strike. Full count. Here's the pitch. Lifted it high. Looks like it's in play. Foul, but caught for the out. Connor Gill here for the Mustangs now. Wonder where Corbin is. Unless he's playing at the varsity, no, because he plays JV, so he should. Wonder why he's not out there today.
I think senior day. It's also senior day.
Oh yeah.
Also, speaking of senior day, don't forget after this, bearing weather as it is starting to sprinkle a little bit, there will be some senior recognition.
Swung on first pitch for a strike. That ball is taken low outside for ball one. Here's the 1-1 Swung on strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strike, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Here's the pitch. That one's lifted and gets down right over the first baseman's head for base hit, but don't want to make the first or third out at third base, and that is what Goswick does. He makes the third out at third base, and Mustangs go quietly now. So nothing doing there for the Mustangs. They still down 7. You're watching Mustangs baseball on the KNEO Mustangs Sports Network. We'll be back.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Oh, it's me. Duh. Trying to count down air, get back on the air. Cam Compton in for the Mustangs now as the pitcher. Rain really starting to come down. Hayden Lett back out in center field. Axton Bateman moves over to left field. Tim Pegel moves over to right field. And then Creighton Kasiski is checked in for Connor Gill as well.
I didn't grab my umbrella. I have an umbrella in my car.
Everybody's umbrella's starting to come open. We've got trash bags covering everything here. I wouldn't be surprised if the rain picks up here in just a few. We step away to commercial break or just kind of leave you on air. I didn't need that big, but thanks. Mason Bryan, the next batter for the Wildcats.
This is where we really need an awning or a booth.
Yeah.
That pitch is in there for strike 1. This is row. Oh, sorry. This is your inning.
No, you're good. Mason Bryan up to bat.
Oh, Bryan. What? Rose was the last person.
As that one catches Bryan on the hip.
Huh.
Everybody's starting to put jackets and umbrellas and get under the awnings and whatnot.
This is something, though, we did see out of Cam is he does get a few hits on people.
Take the white thing and put it like inside. But no, leave it plugged in there. Yeah. Huh?
First pitch swinging there was Reed.
Just stand with the awning right there.
That ball is fouled off to the left side. Sorry, Zach's trying to get some of the equipment taken care of.
Sorry. Apologize.
Rain's really kind of coming down a little bit heavier now.
It is. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to step away here in just a few. Honestly, I think as long as there's no lightning, they may let them play. But
well, at some point it will get to be hazardous, and they'll call that. Nice diving.
They let dive out in center field and can't make the catch.
That's something you like to, you're glad, you're good to see Hayden still out there fighting hard and trying to get that out. It would have been a spectacular catch there.
Thinking about to use this trash bag for myself instead of the camera.
Yeah, you have to tell Dylan to get me one too. That's a great play there by up the middle. Rourke is on by the fielder's choice.
Probably gonna have to cover this camera pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't know how sensitive the headset is, but trying to keep what we can dry.
Tell you what, it used to be a lot more fun playing in this stuff than it is here broadcasting it.
Well, the one thing you do miss, though, with this artificial turf is the tarp.
Yeah. Getting to watch the tarp crew come out. Well, in high school, I guess it's just your team, but
yeah.
Best part about high school rain delays is the rain delay games that you come up with on the fly. Kim Compton, the pitcher, 1-0 count to the Cassville batter. Sorry, I'd tell you a name, but I have my lineup covered under the trash bag as well.
Cornell. Your brother's getting food? I thought he was getting me a trash bag himself, but he was not. He was getting himself food.
Runner takes off. Ball gets past Brody. Runner will score, and then Cam slips. So that run scores, makes it 8-0. .3-0 count on the way from Compton. 3-0 green light. Fouls it off for strike one. Get you a trash bag. I'm going to have to get rid of mine soon to put it over the camera. 3-1 count, 1 out. Strike two from Compton.
Not something you thought you would ever have to do at a game is cover yourself with a trash bag.
(3-2) count, 1 out. 8-0 ball game in the pouring rain. Ball pops straight up in the air. Aikens going back on it. Pagel coming in. Makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs now for Cam Compton. That'll bring up Easton Hughes, the batter. And they may let this inning finish out and then call a little delay. (8-0) the score, Wildcats lead. Exploded for 7 in the second, and then have scored 1 here in the top of the third. 1-0 count from Compton. Runner takes off. Hughes fouls it straight back. All right. I guess it's time to cover this camera. Here, I'm going to give you my headset so you can cover it up under your bed.
Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way. Lifted high. That one's going to be playable. Out to center field. Hayden Lett is there for out number 3. 1 run does come across to score, though, but that is it. Nothing else. You're watching Mustang Baseball on the KNEO Mustang Sports Network. I think they are going to go ahead and call it. Umpires telling everybody to get in the dugout, so looks like we'll have a delay here. So, Zach, I guess we'll go on some commercials or away for a little bit.
I'm going to put on the live stream has ended, but it's not over.
Okay, yeah, we're going to put on the live stream has ended, but at this time it's not going to be over yet. We're going to just have a delay, a rain delay. We don't necessarily have a rain delay thing. Actually, you might just put this game will start soon, that one. So, yeah, we'll be back as soon as we can. You're watching Mustangs Baseball on the KNEO Mustang Sports Network.
All right, back here in Anderson for the final time as they have decided to just call the ball game.
Don't know if it counts as a complete game.
Yeah, not sure if it's a complete game. Cassville does lead 8-0. Supposed to be heading to the bottom of the third, but obviously the weather like it is. Looks like they're just going to call it, especially with some of the weather we got earlier today. I know there was maybe a little bit expected back tonight. So, like we said, at the end of the day, Wildcats exploded for 7 runs in the top of the second and then scored 1 there in the top of the third.
Maybe if they bring it back, it'll just be they'll start new, and since it's not, but we'll see. I think Bo did say that we'll make up the senior night on a different date, so they may have arranged to come back. Arranged to come back because I know they said that they had some space available for some extra games.
Yep.
So
I know the senior night festivities will be rescheduled because we definitely want to get those guys recognized. But as for tonight, looks like everything is kind of wrapped up. And if you've got nothing more to say, I guess we'll get us out of here and we can get packed up and on the road.
Yep, I'm good.
So for Eric Gann, I'm Zach Bertrand. Thanking you for joining in and wishing you a good night and a safe night with all the weather going on here in the four-state area. Wishing you a good night here from the KNEO McDonald County Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.